Thank you so much for joining me today at Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine, and today we're just gonna let off some steam. We're gonna release some energy. Maybe you've had just a really long day and you just need to work out some energy. Maybe you've had a tough interaction with someone and you just need to let off some steam. This is a really constructive way to do that without punching a wall or saying something you don't necessarily want to say. So the first thing we're going to do here is just inhale the arms up and overhead and exhale, bringing them down to the heart. Inhale the arms up, looking up to follow the arms, follow the fingertips so that you can get a little movement in the shoulders as well as in the neck. Inhale up, exhale down. We're just moving with the breath, maybe crossing the palms in front as we come down towards the bottom. Maybe crossing the right hand in front of the left. And then as we come down again, maybe crossing the left hand in front of the right. You can do this anytime it feels good to you. Just stand up and stretch out the neck, stretch out the shoulders, find a little bit of movement here. Inhale back up and exhale, just floating them down. And then we're just going to kind of find a little bit of movement here by bringing up the left knee and bringing the sole of the left foot back down to the earth. And then the right knee comes up. We're just kind of marching in place here from side to side. And then let's tap into bringing the alternate elbow to the knee. So left knee comes up, right knee comes towards it, right knee comes up, left knee comes towards it. And you can do this as fast as feels good for you, just getting out some energy. Maybe you want to extend the leg all the way. We're actually creating not just movement here, we're actually not just releasing energy, but we are creating new synapses in the brain because we're doing this kind of cross reference. Whoops. Maybe you lose your balance here, that's okay. A few more times on each side. And then let's come back to center and let's just shake it out. Shake out your legs, shake out your arms, maybe flap your hands, maybe kick to one side, maybe do the twist, maybe let the neck go a little bit gently. Woo. And then just come back to center, to stillness, to this mountain pose with the feet under the hips and the arms out to the sides, the heart lifted, the chin tucked. And just notice the breath. Maybe you're a little out of breath from that movement. I am. But notice how the energy has changed in your body. One more breath here. And then let's just kind of slowly rotate a little from side to side. Just letting the arms be loose. Just think of yourself as like 4 years old. Just a little kid. Just kind of waiting. Just doing your thing. Maybe take the feet out a little wider. Maybe lift the heel as you come from side to side. Coming up onto the toes, taking your gaze to follow along with the body, or maybe you want to keep your gaze out in front. See how that might feel different in your neck. Just side to side. Maybe come out a little wider. Maybe let the arms really come out. Just let them fly. Maybe they kind of slap you on your hips or your buttocks here. Maybe really bend into the knees. Just getting some movement here. Getting any extra energy released. Replacing any negative energy with some positive energy. And then begin to kind of slow it down. Bringing the feet back underneath the hips. Back to the center. And again, come back to center, come back to stillness. Notice the breath. Notice how your body feels after finding a little bit of movement. Can you feel the energy in your fingers? In your arms? And then let's go ahead and bring it on down to the floor. Whatever works for you. If you have any knee issues and you want to come to a wall or to a chair to get yourself down on the floor, that'd work really, really well. Or you can just inhale the arms up and overhead and exhale down into a forward fold. Plant the fingers, bring the knees down, come into tabletop here. And let's just find a little spinal movement here. We'll inhale into cow, dropping the belly, lifting the heart, lifting the tailbone. Exhale into cat, rounding the back, pulling the belly button in towards the spine and bringing the crown towards the earth. Inhale cow, maybe curl the toes under and bend the elbows a little bit for a little more opening. Exhale cat, bringing the tops of the feet back down to the earth and really pressing up into the back body. As you inhale cow, the next time you exhale cat, start with the tailbone here. Start just with that bottom vertebrae. Move the spine like a wave, coming all the way down into cat. And as you inhale cow, start with the tailbone, moving the spine like a wave, and then dropping into cow. Again, tailbone first, one vertebrae at a time, curling under as you come into cat pose. Tailbone first, lifting the tailbone to the sky, one vertebrae at a time, coming into cow. And then let's either swing the feet out to left or right, or cross them behind you and under your seat so that you can come to your back. Let's bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Bend the knees. Hug those shins in. Really inhale to lift the heart. Let the elbows be heavy here. Let the shoulder blades come back down the back. Tuck that chin. And thinking about that cat-cow movement again, we're going to bring one vertebrae at a time down to the floor. You really want to tap into your core power here to help stabilize the spine. So bring the palms to the backs of the thighs, and beginning at the tailbone, take one vertebrae at a time down to the mat. Really, really, really using the core to slow this down. And when you reach the point where you really got to come all the way, let the knees lift and hug them into your chest. I'm just going to situate myself here a little more centered. If you've got a ponytail, you might want to move it out of your way here. I'm just going to rotate the ankles in one direction and then the other. Maybe flex and point the toes. Just find the little feet and the ankles here. And then spread the arms wide. You could bring the palms up or palms down. I got this pillow in my way here, so I'm just going to shove that out of the way. We'll inhale here, and as you exhale, really focus on bringing the belly button towards the spine so that you can really tap into the power of your core to keep your spine stable. You can go ahead and bring the knees over to the right here, or you can kind of drop the feet and scooch the hips to the left first so that it's a little more of a smooth transition. Either way, we'll inhale here, exhale to draw into the core. Inhale one more time, and while you're keeping strength in that core, exhale the knees over to the right. Really getting a nice big twist here in the left side body. The knees can be up really close to the collarbones, or you might want to send them a little bit away, making a little bit more space here in the hip. You can take the fingertips to the hip or the thigh and give yourself a little bit of a massage here in that IT band. This can be a very tender space here. Just give it a little love. If it feels good to you, you could extend that top leg and press out through the left heel and maybe reach for that left big toe. You could take it even farther and gaze out over the left palm. Breathing wherever you find yourself. Gently, not pushing yourself into any one position, but relaxing into it. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, just soften. Notice where you can let go of any effort that's not serving you here. Maybe you're tense in the jaw, or your toes are tensed up, or your fingers. Just let that go. We don't need it here. If your leg is extended, go ahead and bend it, stacking the knees and ankles again. Take another breath here, and as you exhale again, really draw into the power of that core by bringing the belly button towards the spine. And then inhale back up to center, and while keeping that core engaged, exhale the knees over to the left. And again, we're just relaxing into this pose. Maybe the knees are down away from the upper body, or maybe they're tucked in closer to the collarbones. Explore that and find what feels good in your body. Maybe take a little tender fingertips over here to the thigh and give yourself a little massage. Maybe gaze out across the right palm. Maybe you want to extend the left foot or right foot, pressing into the right heel. Maybe even reaching for that big toe. You gotta notice what you feel here in the low back, maybe in the right calf. Just breathing here, softening where you can. Relaxing into this pose. And when you're ready to come out, restack the legs. Take a breath, using your exhale to tap into the power of that core. And then inhale the knees back up to center. Give them a nice little hug and bring the nose up to the knees to realign the spine. To realign the spine, realign the hips, realign the neck. And then inhale everything out long in this nice, big, good morning pose. Stretching the fingertips away from the toes. And then come into your final Shavasana here. Maybe sending the legs out long, letting the feet be as wide as the mat, and opening the arms up to the sky. If this isn't comfortable, you can always put pillows under the knees or blocks, or you can bring the soles of the feet to the earth and let the knees come in toward one another. Bring the palms to the belly. And just notice the breath here as you tuck the chin, draw the shoulder blades in toward one another. Let the eyes close if you're comfortable with that. And just take 3 nice big cleansing breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. When you exhale, let it go out the mouth. Maybe letting it go with a sigh or some kind of sound. Just inhaling through the nose and let it go out the mouth. Inhale through the nose and let it go with a sigh. One more time. Feel free to stay here as long as time allows. 5 or 10 minutes would be awesome. But if, like me, you have other stuff to do and you want to go ahead and get on with your day, let's just bring the hands to the heart center. The light within me sees and honors the light within each of you. Take good care. Namaste.